Hello and welcome to your astrology update. There's so much energy going on right now. I wanted to do a separate video. It's kind of like I did in the very beginning when I started my channel. Um, it's just a lot to say during the actual reading. I'll bring up, a little bit as we go during the reading, but I wanted this reading to be about Mars going direct in Leo, which began April 18th, so just a little past mid-month in April, a few weeks ago, and it's through June 17th. And then I also want to talk about the 5-5 portal that is actually called the Transformation Gate Portal, which is on May 5th, 5-5, right? So I will link this video in the monthly readings so that you can have a link to it to get a refresher on it if you haven't already listened to it, or if you want another refresher after listening to it. So this marks its return to Leo since it was retrograde in Leo from December 6th through February 23rd. And during that time, um, you know, what were you doing? What were you reevaluating? What were you reassessing? And this time of it going direct in Leo now could be a time for the culmination or the um, activation of those things that you are working on. Okay. And Mars, having moved forward in Leo, is bringing about renewed focus and a renewal of that energy on action and assertiveness. As far as relationships, it's giving you a confidence to move forward in those relationships. And it also can be a time for creative rebirth and forward movement in areas of ingenuity, creativity, entrepreneurship, anything that you wanted to move forward with. And what this energy is emphasizing is guidance and intuition, values and compassion, and authenticity and alignment. So it's about moving forward with love. It's about leading with your heart and making heart centered choices, meaning that you're, though you are aligning your head and your heart with these choices, which is how we should make the best choices, it's more of the compassion and the love. Remember, Venus was in retrograde, and that was a lot about reevaluating what we love, what values we have, what brings us joy, right? What is important to us as far as that type of energy. Then we have the 5-5 portal. And I believe that's very important right now with this new monthly energy. And again, I'm going to tie it in with the monthly zodiac readings. I haven't decided if I'm going to do 12 readings or if I'm going to do elemental, but I'm still going to do a pull for each zodiac sign in whichever type of reading that I do decide to do. So, in metaphysical terms, a portal is an energetic gateway or opening between dimensions. So, as you already know, we've been talking about this transformation and this change that's going on because of Pluto in Aquarius, and all this energy about reevaluating and reassessing, and a time for, I forgot to put my phone on silent. Sorry about that. A time for preparing for this change that's coming up, right? And this portal energy is also believed to allow increased flow of the energy, right? Increased light or guidance and increased information from higher realms that we're bringing into this reality. It can also be seen as an opportunity for accelerated spiritual growth, transformation, and also manifestation. So if you're wanting to move forward in personal growth, but you also have things that you want to build on, you can also manifest, right? And be open to the transformation that's happening. So the significance of the 5-5 portal, of this transformation gate portal, is change and transformation, right? Breaking down old structures and making new ones, or a new way forward, right? freedom and liberation, release from limitations. Again, having done those reevaluations and those reassessments. And if you're still working on that, that's okay too, right? There is no, um, although this 5-5 portal is a portal, it's not just like one day, certain amount of hours, and boom, you miss it, you're done. No, it's an energy, right? And it could, remember, everything is divine timing, right? So everything reaches us when it is right for us. Okay. So don't be so hard on yourself if you feel like you're just not quite there yet, right? You're as long as you're working on it, right? You're still moving forward. Like that chariot, right? The chariot moves forward in increments, right? It could move slowly, but it still moves forward. And then also, a significance is adventure and exploration, especially new adventures and new exploration, right? That King of Wands, right? Innovation and visionary, right? What are you seeing for your future? And then individuality and self expression. So, how are you embracing your own unique individuality, and how are you expressing your authentic self? So you've learned some lessons, you've gained some new truths. How are you going to use that in your future? How are you going to apply that so you move on to your better authentic self, or your best and highest self, right? And then when the number 5 appears twice, right, 5-5, that is more of an amplified um, feel or energy. It's creating a powerful opportunity for this personal and collective transformation. So again, like the Pluto in Aquarius, how are we as individuals affecting the whole as a collective? And this 5-5 portal is one of those things. We've been doing a lot of things building up to this, right? And now this is that time. So um, I believe it's when Neptune um, entered Aries, it was like this release, right? You felt like you could have felt a release. And that's what this 5-5 portal is about as well. It's like a release. You're finally, the haze is gone, right? These blocks could be, or these things that are holding you back could be lifting, and it's going to be allowing you to move forward. And what you can expect or anticipate, I don't like to use the word expectations, but the anticipation of this energy, this anticipated energy, could be increased intuition, vivid dreams or more meaningful dreams, emotional sensitivity, um, or emotional intensity. Um, could be, your emotions could be surfing as far as healing and releasing of those things, right? It's very emotional to go through healing, because there might be some pain associated with that healing, right? And then when we're releasing things that no longer serve us, when we get out of that comfort zone, that's pretty major, right? That's a big release. And then synchronicities. What signs and symbols are you seeing? Are you seeing repeating numbers? Are you seeing repeated combinations of numbers? Like I've been seeing a lot of 12, 12, 14, 14, 17, 17, 18, 18, right? So just those repeated numbers. The reading, I want to say the weekly love focus had 1, 2, 3, 4 for the angel number, right? So that's a sequential number. Are you seeing those types of numbers? And then you could be feeling this sense of purpose, or um, a stronger sense of purpose, and maybe a new direction that you want to go to, right? That innovation, right? That King of Wands again. And then opportunity for change, positive change and transformation. Taking all those lessons learned, all this work you've been doing, and moving forward. And important considerations is not everyone might be feeling this, right? And don't, again, if you aren't feeling it, or you're not feeling it as much as you feel you should, just know that time, there's divine timing, right? When it's your time, you'll feel it. Maybe you've already transformed, and maybe you're further than the rest of us. So if you're not feeling it, maybe you've already gone through that. And so don't always think of it as something negative, right? Um, and this is different for everybody. Excuse me. So just Be patient, right? It's just a gradual process. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This transformation is very gradual. It's not something that happens overnight, although it could. There might be some of us, I've had um, a lot of energy in the past several months where I felt stuck and stuck and stuck, and then all of a sudden, boom, right? The light is on, or the door is open, or the haze is lifted, or the weight is off the shoulders. So you can feel that as well. And then self care is very essential right now, right? Give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, allow yourself to feel. Um, this is intense energy, and self care is very important. Need to make sure that we're getting enough rest, right? If we need to take a pause, take a pause. Make sure you're eating right, right? Sometimes we don't eat enough. Make sure you're eating the right types of foods, right? And also um, spend time doing the things that nourish your soul, that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, right? We're all busy, right? We all have things that require our time, but we also have to set aside time for ourselves, right? We have to make sure that we're pouring our own cup of love, and so that we're maintaining our level of love and happiness and joy so that we can exude that and have that when we want to share with others. So in summary, this 5-5 portal is very powerful. It's a very energetic gateway. It offers opportunity for accelerated change, transformation, manifestation. But if you, by consciously working with this energy, you can release old patterns, you can embrace your authentic self, and then you can create a more fulfilling life. So be kind to yourself, love yourself, be open to what's coming in, those signs and synchronicities. If you feel the urge to move forward or take action, know that it's the energy around you, and this energy um, is supporting you right now. And if it's not supporting you in the way that you want to, ask for help. Know that there's divine timing, and make sure you manifest, right? You can ask for help. You can manifest what it is you want to bring forward, and then pause if needed, right? Take care of yourself. Self-care. Okay. Thank you so much. And look forward to the monthly readings and then my membership that's starting also on this 5-5 portal. And you will have access to a astrology birth chart basics um, ebook, which is part of the membership. You will also be getting the extended readings for the weekly love focus and any other love readings that Spirit wants to share with me, and I will show. So members only videos, whatever videos Spirit wants me to share with you. Okay. And if you would like a personal reading, there is a description box. There's a link in the description box below so you can book a personal reading with me. And until next time, have a good day.